And we're on the air in 3, 2, 1.
SpeedyTV, live from the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, a service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
We're back with more of the 33rd National Veterans Wheelchair Games here in Tampa, Florida. I'm Tim Pogo for SpeedyTV. In just a few, we're going to meet one of the sponsors who's behind this next event, which, let's face it, is one of everybody's favorite: bowling. I'm chilling with easily the winner of Coolest Hat and Brightest Colors at the bowling event, Janet Moyer. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Janet's a Navy vet from Pennsylvania, and how do you think you did? That was a fantastic spare in the 10th frame.
Yes, thank you. And then I got a 10-pin on the last frame, but better than a gutter.
Yes, I get plenty of those.
Yeah, I get plenty of those too, especially on a spare. So it could have been worse. And I beat every game. First game was lower than the second game. The second game was lower than the third game. So that's good.
That's the way you go. So what's you have the pink hat, is that?
Well, my mother-in-law had breast cancer, survivor of double breast cancer. So I wear the pink hat, and the orange is from East Orange, New Jersey, because I'm on the East Orange team. So I have the pink hat with the orange flower to match. So we have to coordinate. Females always have to coordinate. Yes.
How many games have you been to so far?
This is my 6th. And the first time I ever went was Omaha, Nebraska, and it blew my mind. And now it's more like summer camp because you just get to see everybody. It's not even about the competition anymore, it's just about friendship. Yes. You get to see everybody every year. Sometimes they can't make it, and then you miss them. And Facebook helps because you keep in touch with them all year. So it's wonderful.
So which other events will you see in this week?
I will be in air guns, 9-ball pool, which I get the gold every year so far. Hopefully I'll keep it. And then motorized slalom. Yes.
So take us back when you first got involved in the games. How'd you hear about it? How'd you decide, hey, you know what, that's for me. I got to get in there and compete.
I heard about it at the East Orange. I was in the hospital. I have MS. And because it's a spinal cord injury, I have the spinal cord injury unit. And they were talking about it. It's like, hey, maybe I'll try that. And I found out they're sponsors. And I thought, might as well go. And the first year I went, it blew my mind. Some of these guys and girls that are worse off than me, and it was like, oh my God. And I have been here ever since, and it's wonderful.
So even some of the other athletes are even an inspiration for you, like you all are for us.
Right, yeah. We all join in together and just have a lot of fun. And like I said, there are always people worse off than me.
Now, next year, whereabouts in Pennsylvania are you from? Is Philly close? Is it kind of your backyard for the games next year?
No, we're about 2.5 hours away. We live in northeast Pennsylvania. But it's fine. My kids will be able to go next year. Because my one daughter her husband has family there, so they get to stay there. And my other daughter hopefully will get there because her husband is an Iraqi veteran. So he might even end up, unfortunately, in a wheelchair too. So get him used to this, and he'll be able to join us too one day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Family together, and we'll be there. We'll see you in Philly next year then. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, really.
Janet, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and good luck the rest of the week.
Thank you.
I'm hanging out down the kind of the high roller end of the alley here. These guys were racking up scores over 100, nearing 200 or whatever, and you guys were just terrific. How was your game?
Good. It was pretty good, except for my spares and my strikes. I had a good game. No, I had a lot of fun. Did pretty well.
So Dave, you're a Navy vet from Omaha, right?
Yes, I am.
How many games have you been participating in so far?
This is my 6th one since Omaha. Omaha, when they started in Omaha, that's the first time I heard about it, and that's when I started, and every year since then.
Never looked back, right?
Nope, ever since. I like it. It's a good spot.
John is an Army vet from Chicago. How many games for you so far?
3. This is my third game. And
you were, well, this is your jam right here, right? You had gold a couple years for bowling?
Well, the first 2 years I got gold medal in bowling. But this year wasn't there.
That's how it goes, though, right? That's sports.
Oh, yeah. Well, you do what you can. Do the best.
Ronnie's a Marine from Georgia, and how many games for you so far?
First number one.
Really? Oh, a rookie. Uh-oh, how did it go?
It was great. I loved it. First time I bowled in the wheelchair as well. Hell, I loved it. Thanks to Dave and partner here. Taught me a lot of tricks of the trade, and I enjoyed it. Something I will continue to do.
That's part of the thing, though, right? I mean, it seems that every time I hear some of the guys that have been around for a while, they love encouraging the new guys. And the novices kind of always just, it's like being a rookie on any team, really, right?
That's right. And the best thing is to listen. Don't be offended because somebody knows more than you, and just listen and have fun. And that's exactly what I did.
It's like being one of the guys that have been around the block a couple times then.
Yeah, just great. Like I say, it's for more veterans to come out and compete. This way they get the word out and they can find out about it. Because a lot of times you don't know about what's going on, and this way you can see it and it's like, well, hey, I can do that. And like Ronnie said, there's no losers. You go out there, you're friends, you compete, and you teach each other whatever other guys can do. Nobody, if someone has something wrong, you show them something right, and it's fun. Like I say, you go away a better person.
So you've been bowling for a long time. I was watching you, man. You got a hell of a spin on the ball and everything.
Yeah, in wheelchair bowling, I've been bowling for about 6 years, but I was bowling for about 20 years before that, before they cut my legs off.
Didn't stop you.
Yeah, no, it just changed me.
So tell us about getting involved in your first games, how you heard about it, and what made you say, oh, my God, I'm getting involved.
In Georgia, I had a friend of mine that we played basketball with who was in 3 other games. And he kept telling me about it, but I usually go to the winter sports clinic and ski in Colorado. Right, but no, you need to come to this. So I decided I'm coming. I had nothing better to do, and that's how I found out about it.
So we'll pretty much see you next year as well, right?
I'll be here again. There's nothing else to do. Best thing in the world to do. Come have fun. It's free of charge. Fun is free.
Is that part of it for you too? I mean, just seeing the guys every year like that?
Yeah, we're all here to have a good time and do the best we can. You know, guys brings it out of the guys. You know.
And like I say, for any veterans that don't, I mean, particularly even like bowling or sports or don't know what sports they want, they go out online and there are all sorts of wheelchair sports or anything for disability, and it's just amazing the things that you can actually do, and it's really cool. So go out and do your best, and thank you guys.
Of course, being the senior member of what was our teams here, I'm still learning too from them, these guys. I'm 71 now.
Stop learning, right? Yeah. He's looking good for 71, let me tell you. Ronnie, John, Dave, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Ronnie, we'll see you next year.
SpeedyTV, live from the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, a service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.
This is John Peterson of Booz Allen Hamilton here at the Expo at the Games, and talk about the relationship with Booz Allen Hamilton and what you guys do here.
So Booz Allen Hamilton, does consulting nationwide for a number of large clients, federal especially, and in the case of veterans, the Department of Veteran Affairs and Department of Defense are 2 of our biggest clients. So it really draws us to this community, the veteran community. You can't work side by side with these folks without appreciating what they've done for us and trying to do something to give back.
What sort of stuff are you hooking the athletes up with it?
So we're doing a few things in town this weekend. In addition to supporting the games, we're also doing military appreciation with a museum of art here in Tampa. But we also are here looking, as a part of our employment outreach. Opportunities for employees, veterans to become employees with the firm. And another part of our relationship with the Paralyzed Veterans of America, one of the co-sponsors of the Wheelchair Games, we're very active in supporting their PAVE program, which is all about putting veterans to work in a variety of positions across the country.
Absolutely, it's a key thing. I mean, it's one of the things that, of all the challenges injured vets experience, that's one of the biggies, isn't it?
It's one of the biggest, and the reason it's biggest is it really ties into a lot of other things. You've got homelessness, you've got suicide rates, things like that, that if they can come back from the battlefield and re-engage in the community, it makes a lot of other problems a lot easier to deal with for them. So it really has a ripple effect.
And which event do you guys sponsor?
So we're sponsoring the bowling. And
Everybody loves bowling.
everybody loves bowling. And what's amazing is you see the veterans get out there, and whether they're in a wheelchair, crutches, or have other limitations, they get out there and they are as competitive as any pro bowler you'd ever want to see. And if anybody throws a gutter ball, I'm sure they'll all get on them. The level of camaraderie is very, very high. And it's going to events like bowling or any of the other ones is really rewarding. And this is the second year my family and I have been here volunteering. Even though we and the company have been active with Paralyzed Veterans of America and with the wheelchair games for years, coming and interacting with the veterans is a really big part of that. We really enjoy that.
Every other shot for me is a gutter ball, pretty much. I need the bumpers along the.
Right. I don't think they're using the rails. I don't think.
This is big time competition. So.
Oh, very much. This morning we were volunteering, setting up over at the airsoft rifle target range, and they've got 39 targets set up. They'll have 3 rounds of guys coming in doing shooting, and again, today was just drudgery of setting up. Tomorrow, all the guys and gals will be there. The veterans will be there, and we'll have an opportunity to interact with them. Like you can at a lot of the other venues. I saw them setting up for basketball and rugby and some of the other venues downstairs. I'm going to go back down there afterwards.
Excellent. Yeah. You attended the games before, so what are some of your best memories of last time, and what are you looking forward to check out this year?
It's hard to pick one thing. One of the things I enjoy about coming back to the games, we've also participated and volunteered at the Winter Sports Clinic that they have out in Snowmass, out in Aspen. And we've already bumped into athletes here this week, and we've only been here for a day and a half, that we've seen at both of the previous events, both the games in Richmond last year as well as the Winter Games or the Winter Sports Clinic in Aspen. And it's really neat to sort of reconnect with these guys. We see them, it seems like, every year now. For us, it's an opportunity to give back. A lot of these guys and gals have given so much for us and have to live with something now for the rest of their lives. The least we can do is create an environment like this that gives them an outlet, and it gives them a way to get with their peers and compete. So, yeah.
Thanks for being a sponsor and being here again. Appreciate your time.
Happy to sponsor. Glad to be here again this year.
SpeedyTV, live from the National Veterans Wheelchair Games, a service of Paralyzed Veterans of America.